Domination, huh? What does that do? First attacker craft used each battle deals ×2 damage. Okay. That seems useful. Especially if I start off with an S-Craft. Wait, does that count? Does the S-Craft count as a... If it does, then that is so broken. In fact, I kind of want to give it to you. You don't need to cast faster. And this is a special one, so it should unequip by the time this is over. So, we'll give that to you. Start off with your thing that can hit everybody on the field. So hoping Reen should go first, do a little boost. And then, boom, kill everything. So it will suck to, like, the first round's gonna do a whole bunch, but she's gonna take a while to build up her CP again after that. Which is a downside to the strategy, but I wanna try it. Considering how well super powerful S-Crafts all around worked in the last fight, I think it's a viable strategy. Especially if I'm not terribly worried about getting scanned for everybody. I don't know why I'm scanning again, or saving again, but you know. I don't see any save points, so I guess we're still not done.
This is the freight platform. We finally made it to the other side.
We've got to be close. Just need to head up that staircase over there. Huh. Is that
Okay, I guess we are close. Okay, so that's where I'm gonna need to save. Okay. And then going to command area? Or Fortress Barracks? One of those places is gonna be where I have to go. And we're here and I already collected all of that. Okay. Turn around. Come on. Hurry up. You take longer to turn around, I feel like, than the other ones.
Here we go.
Might be mistaken, but that's just what it feels like.
All right, let's do this.
Right, leave it to me.
Yeah,
You have a critical, so
dance, flames. Astral flare.
Leave it to me.
I guess you can't do a follow-up from that for some reason.
Leave it to me.
Right.
These two are just gonna clear through everything, I guess.
Evil will fall before my blade.
And again, you know how long it's been since they fired that first shot? What? Hello?
Sarah here. Yeah, we're almost to the railway gun. Yeah, may Adios be with us both.
Is Group B almost there?
This is it, so get ready!
Understood.
Wait, don't we still have some ways to go? Now I kind of want to turn back. I mean, it shouldn't start the fight until after I at least get to where that save point is. Okay, never mind. This is where I'm supposed to go. Okay, back it up. Okay, back here. We're over there. Up there. Okay, we know that other side is where we've already been earlier. So actually, I think I have been through everything. Because up on top of that is also a place we've already been. Huh, I thought it was a little farther, but here we are. Calming sleep now with all the gunfire in the background. Oh yeah, now I have enough to... You're saying I'm missing one. This guy won't be getting his thing by one. You already have that equipped on you? Why isn't that equipped? Jeez, that wasn't equipped either? What am I doing? Your strength is 666, huh? Alright. Okay, what do we got here? Everybody should be good. Rina's way less EP than everybody else, it seems like. I definitely opened everything up. I guess it's fine. It's not really your thing. And we definitely should have gotten a huge bonus toward Emma damage because of that. Can't believe I completely missed that I never equipped that. But anyway, I think we've done everything. I think we've been everywhere. So, yeah. Now we beat up probably one of the terrorist people. Railway guns, just a sign like that. I wonder where we're going, guys. You see, if you didn't have that sign up, maybe they wouldn't have found this.
So these are the railway guns.
Honestly, they look smaller in person.
It's gigantic.
And they intend to turn this on a city full of hundreds of thousands of innocent people.
It's almost like they're bad guys.
Who the hell are you?
Are you guys really surprised when you're walking around nonchalantly inside an enemy base using their guns?
Are you those kids from the military academy?
Stay away from the railway gun.
No.
Enough from you! We need to take them down as quickly as possible.
I welcome all challengers.
It's my turn.
I don't know how Emma is going first.
Analyzing the enemy's vitals. I've got it.
She's definitely not the fastest.
My turn. All right, let's do this.
Right, leave it to me!
Understood.
Leave it to me!
Maybe this does more damage. Kill you guys. See if it does.
Didn't see that coming! Now! Alright, follow me!
My turn.
It didn't kill, but this should. Okay, never mind.
Fool.
There.
It's my turn.
Oh, you're blind? That's alright, you don't need to see.
Analyzing the enemy's vitals.
These guys have more HP than I expected, actually.
I've got it.
Here we go.
I think I want to kill you guys first.
Second form. Gale. No.
My turn.
And I want to make sure you have 200 CP.
Right.
And you can just heal up by attacking. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. I want to keep your CP. It's gonna take way too long.
Here we go. There. Now's our chance.
And one for me.
Build this back up.
My turn.
I feel like if I hold off too much, this is just gonna get annoying. One blank range.
Now. Yeah.
Oh, he's asleep, is he?
Right.
Where do you think you're going? That guy's gonna die, so I don't need to worry about the sleeping dude.
Shatter.
Yeah.
Damn. My turn.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Get that CP back.
Understood.
Leave it to me.
Do it.
No.
Not half bad.
You say as you outdo us.
Alright.
I've only just begun.
Nice. More speed. You need it.
No.
Yes. You're having a hard time warming that bench over there?
This isn't the first time I've crossed swords with the Imperial Liberation Front.
They don't seem really strong, just really obstinate.
What would push them to go this far?
Surprised Milliam knows what obstinate
We can
means.
discuss that later.
Right. We need to stop the railway gun first.
Get back.
You and your exploding sword, okay.
It would have been smarter to stay away, S.
I'm impressed you saw me coming, Purple Lightning. I see the rumors about you weren't just trumped-up stories.
Why, that she has eyes and can see the person not obviously dropping right in front of us?
I love a good compliment, but getting one from a terrorist just doesn't put a spring in my step. Still, I suppose the fact you're here means the other ringleaders must be over at the other gun.
V certainly is. As for Gideon, I'm sorry to say he lost his life in Crossbell a short while ago.
Eh.
What?
Come on, Reen.
He did?
Are you really
I
that
just
surprised?
received a call about it a few minutes ago.
He's quite literally the first guy that you expect to die. An idiot who thinks he's smart.
Apparently, he was killed by a real top-rate Jaeger Corps hired by your friend, the Blood and Iron Chancellor. Poor guy. I heard it was practically a massacre.
What a terrible way to go.
Well, Gramps isn't exactly known for his bountiful sense of mercy.
Considering everything, you should not have any mercy for them. They're about to try to murder thousands of innocents.
If you don't want to die like a dog, don't run around snapping your fangs at everyone.
See? Uses right now.
You keep talking like this has nothing to do with you, but I take it you've got no intention of beating a retreat. It sounds like you've got the railway gun set to automatic firing mode, too.
Why did they program that in? There's absolutely no reason for it.
I was wondering what that sound was.
It was loading another round!
Oh, I was hoping you'd miss it in all your babbling. It's got, 10 minutes or so to go.
So it takes, what, like an hour in between shots? Even muskets aren't that bad.
Conniving witch.
You can let us past, or we're going to force our way through. You're...
Careful. She's a dangerous one to tangle with. And she's hiding something.
Right again.
Damn!
Oh no, they're red now. Or brownish red. Whatever the heck. Brown.
Giant archaisms!
Ooh, just my color, too. For borrowed muscle, I've really taken a liking to them. Gideon might have fallen, but it's not too late. To send the Chancellor to join him on his way to Gehenna!
Oh, so that's your religion.
How about you go instead?
Crossbell's counting on us. Strike with everything you've got.
Let's rock!
Think you can satisfy me, little kittens?
It's my turn.
I mean, if I was going to do detection, but then you give me a critical in first round. And it gets all three of you.
Dance, flames! Astral flare!
Here we go.
Set one of them on fire, I guess.
All right, let's do this.
Right, leave it to me! Leave it to me!
Okay, so the plan hasn't changed. If it doubles attack for what S-crafts or magic or whatever it was, then it should double the S-craft or regular crafts and stuff. So hopefully it does double S-crafts as well.
Let's see you live through this! Plasma sword!
Aren't you feisty? We'll see how long that lasts.
Of course.
Okay. It does. I'm pretty sure that did. I think I broke the game, guys. I mean, the S-Class already does. I think it's like... It does like normal damage at 100 CP and does like 150% damage at 200 CP. I could kill maybe all of you right now. You know, I don't need to get the scan data of everybody because I already missed people at the beginning. So yeah, this is fine. Goodbye. So this is...
Okay.
I don't even know what to say at this point. I think I know my strategy for just about any fight coming up from now on. Here,
Analyzing the enemy's vitals.
let's scan you. How are you? How's your day?
All complete.
You don't give me anything when I kill you? That's a shame.
My turn.
You know, if we're gonna be using S-Crafts, there's no reason to hold out. This should kill you. Goodbye.
Flames, gavel on my blade.
How humiliating.
We'll cut our own path.
Yeah, that if I were you, I'd be pretty humiliated right there. 3 attacks. Technically 4 with Emma at the beginning. Feel like that fight was supposed to be harder. And I'm definitely not over leveled as far as I can tell with how the progression is going. Hey guys, I can make your weapon now.
I did it.
I feel like I'm growing stronger.
I did it!
That should suffice.
I just realized I probably should have started the fight with Emma's S-Craft. And then, I mean, Reen wouldn't have gotten really a turn. I guess just above people. That would have been his turn.
No!
Just some giant switch to turn it off and on. I feel like things should be a lot way more complicated to operate a giant death weapon.
Systems deactivated.
I see you guys defeated your opponents in like a round as well.
Thank goodness.
Ah, you got me.
What's that? You use a sword, I guess? Neihart?
Shouldn't have expected any less from the ace of the 4th Armored Division. Or from Sylphid. The rest of you weren't half bad either.
I can't believe you could take on this many of us at once. You are one tough old bear.
Neidhart here. We've regained control of the left railway gun.
What took you guys so long?
And we've deactivated the right wing's railway gun over here. Good work.
We did it.
Oh, thank goodness.
My. You can hardly call our crossing paths coincidence at this point.
Why?
Oh well, no matter.
Because we can beat you up? It's no longer a coincidence?
Everything played out just like C said it would, both here and in Crossbell.
By the way, why is it still saying S over there when the titles gave us your name, like Scarlet or something?
What are you talking about?
Comrade S.
What?
Zombies.
How can they still move?
We'd completely incapacitated them.
Go, Comrade S.
Regroup with comrades C and V and bring the hammer down once and for all!
That's the plan. Well, I'll catch you all in the great beyond.
What? No!
She wouldn't.
That totally didn't make any sense.
Damn.
Can't shoot it with a bow. Okay, come on, guys. I know you've got to have better aiming than that.
My name is Seath, leader of the Imperial Liberation Front.
Nobody asked.
Allow me to extend my congratulations. You did well, fending off our two-pronged attack here and in Crossbell. But you would be foolish to assume this is the end of it. The Hammer of Judgment shall fall again. I'm ready. Are you?
He really likes the sound of his own voice, huh?
So this is the Imperial Liberation Front. They're even more brazen than I'd heard.
That is not the voice I was expecting Craig to have. It's way too refined.
So C was here after all.
Who is he anyway? What's he hiding? Even the intelligence division's drawing a blank trying to gather info on him.
At least this time we managed to capture some of them alive. And they will talk.
What the hell?
You just had to say something, useless.
Poison?
No, it's ketchup.
What? This is bad. Looks like these guys all swallowed neurotoxin capsules. I don't think we're gonna be able to save them.
I don't know how to tell you this, but neurotoxin doesn't make your face make you projectile vomit blood, as far as I know.
I doubt it'll work, but I'm gonna try to neutralize the poison. Emma, if you've got any herbs you think might help, give me a hand here.
Sure, let's science medical stuff.
Of course.
Do you think they'll pull through?
Not sure. I'd give them 50-50 maybe.
So we all just have a big syringe? Or is it just the two, the two people that used to be, whatever the mercenaries are called in this game. I can't remember anymore.
Even if we can keep them alive, there's no guarantee they'll regain consciousness. No!
Why? Why would they go this far? These are the kinds of people we're dealing with.
Yeah. Cultists.
With some quick thinking, hard fighting, and a little luck, we were able to stop a potentially devastating terrorist attack in its tracks. But with the political climate as it was, this incident, overshadowed by the crisis in Crossbell, was never made public. In the days that followed, we still felt shaken, our eyes newly opened to the dangers facing our homeland, both outside and within.
All right. End of chapter 5. I hope I'm not missing anything, or that's gonna suck.
Drinks are on me someday. Perfect! You guys are the best!
Great. Okay, good. I didn't miss anything. We got an S grade. Still going strong. It always worries me when they have this like only one thing show up or only small things show up and no extra pluses in it, because I feel like I'm missing something. But we're fine. Oh, maxed out at 5, huh? Rush 2. What does that do? Already link 4. I mean, if everything maxes out at 5, they're basically saying the next story end where everybody gets their link points increased is everybody in my main team should be like maxed by then. So how much is there? Only one more chapter? Huh. Anyway, powerful strike and art support. It's not auto tier. I wonder what the art support is. I guess there's you guys that I need to increase. Well, need is a strong word. Yeah, I'm feeling like level-wise we're only level 52. But link-wise we're basically done with a lot of people. So I'm not sure how much is left. I don't remember. Alright, there goes my life.
Half a month after the incident at Corellia Fortress, a sense of lingering unease still hung over the Empire. The government increased patrols by the Railway Military Police as part of their counter-terrorism measures, while the Noble faction bolstered their provincial armies. There were even rumors that they'd hired several Jaeger Corps.
Jaegers, that's the people I was thinking about.
At the center of everything was the Imperial Liberation Front.
But yeah, oh yeah. Sarah was a bracer. That's the difference.
They had allied with a terrorist group from the Republic of Calvard to attack the trade conference in Crossbell.
You're just gonna recap everything, I guess? I mean, I guess it's a start a new chapter, but still.
And as we'd seen firsthand, had attacked Corellia Fortress in an attempt to fire the 2 railway guns stationed there. They'd made it abundantly clear that they were no mere insurgents. These were dangerous people we were dealing with. And following their attempts to target Chancellor Osborne and the Reformist faction, rumors started to spread of a possible connection between the Imperial Liberation Front and the Noble faction itself.
Which again, if that's true, the Imperial Liberation Front makes no sense at all. I mean, it's already an extremist group, so they don't normally make sense, but it makes even less sense than it normally would.
Meanwhile, new information was filtering in from Crossbell that surprised us all. During the conference, one of the representatives of Crossbell's state government made the daring declaration that Crossbell would soon declare its independence, breaking free from its neighbors Calvard and Erebonia. To no one's surprise, both the Imperial government and the Noble faction dismissed it as nothing more than delusional raving. But one thing was clear: that declaration only served to increase the tension in Erebonia and across the continent.
A lot of stuff's going down.
On a cool, clear autumn day, the Academy's prestigious board of directors gathered for their first meeting of the year.
Thank you for the... for telling me what that says. I really do appreciate it, game. There's no way I could have read conference room from the conference room plaque there.
And that concludes my biannual report.
That was a great, riveting speech there. It was amazing. Good job, Principal Van Dyke.
Good, good. It seems the Academy is running like a well-oiled machine. No administrative issues to speak of.
School with no administrative issues? This really is a fantasy world.
Student performance is sitting comfortably above the national average on exams and on general aptitude tests, too.
The second-year students seem to be having a banner year as well. The Student Council President, in particular, has built up an outstanding array of extracurricular achievements.
Well, she attended last month's trade conference, and from what I hear, she put the professional secretaries to shame. I only wish the conference could have ended on a more positive note.
I'll say, the share prices of my company have been on a real roller coaster ride ever since.
Undoubtedly, what happened at the trade conference has wreaked havoc on the economy as a whole. But moving on.
Yeah. Oh, the world's falling apart. Well, anyway.
I couldn't help but notice in the recent exam reports that Class 1 and 2's academic performance seems to be slipping.
Oh no, are you getting political?
Perhaps the preferential treatment given to the upper class students is hindering their scholastic development?
Well, students belonging to the nobility are allowed to return home during August to learn more about their family's lands. It's a tradition here, but one I can't help but wonder if we've outgrown the need for in this modern age.
If I may, traditions accumulate and hold meaning only so long as they're preserved.
You know, if you're going to say something because it's a tradition, we have to keep it, I'm going to have to disagree with you, Rufus.
Our nation's culture, its arts, its social classes, all are rich with tradition that makes Erebonia what it is, and I believe we have a duty to protect and uphold them.
Being able to go home because you're a noble is not what I would call tradition. It's a perk.
After all, does not this very institution champion the ideals of its founder, Emperor Drygles?
Indeed it does. Though I've always understood Drygles' intent to be the founding of an academy for the people. Even 200 years ago, when education was seen as the province of the nobility, male commoners were permitted to enroll. Today, we have plenty of young women attending, and the commoners easily outnumber the nobles on campus. Perhaps it's time we started taking strides to realize Emperor Drygles' true ideal.
You seem to be laboring under a few misconceptions here. Commoners were permitted to attend, but only as retainers. Retainers served knights, who served lords, who served the emperor. That's the way the Erebonian society functioned. From that vantage, the structure of the academy in its earlier days certainly seems to have embodied that social order. And if that's so, what is there to suggest that it's not the social order itself that has become the aberration?
Well...
For one, if that were the case, it would be far easier for me to see my views put into practice. But I can hardly get a word in edgewise between you two.
It's funny, the meetings has become a political debate. And so it will devolve into armed conflict, as most debates do, especially about politics or religion.
Well, I'd certainly enjoy a return to the way things were in Dreikel's time, at least in that particular respect.
You mean war?
Our apologies, Your Highness.
Well, our role here is to consider your views and work toward implementing them.
See what I mean? Would you be so kind as to help me out here, Principal?
I'm here to moderate this board. It wouldn't do for me to express my position on the issues at hand.
But if you wanted my opinion, I'd say we put a knife in the middle of this table and have them go at it. You know, first one to grab the knife usually wins. It works wonders before.
That said, I'm sure your passion for reform will triumph in the end, Your Highness.
I suppose I should have known better than to look to my old teacher for sympathy.
It warms my heart to see such a fine teacher-student relationship.
Now, if I may, I'd like to steer this discussion toward a rather timely topic.
You can tell things are getting serious because the music changed.
We've already touched on the issues regarding the Orbal Net and the Orbal Staves, but I'd like to stress again that the adoption of new security measures for the Orbal Net should be a top priority.
Is this... I mean, that should be a discussion for the, you know, the country as a whole, not just, you know, for the school.
Well, I'm certainly inclined to agree. But we'll have to rely on the Foundation directly, as things are looking a little shaky with the IBC.
You can leave that to me. The other matter I'd like to review is the use of the Orbal Staves and the Arcus units. Or more specifically, we need to talk about how Class 7 should operate from here on out.
It's almost like that's the whole reason this meeting is here.
Setting aside the fact that my daughter is a member of Class 7, I think we need to reconsider how the class should be run, in light of what happened at Corellia Fortress. While it certainly proved an excellent chance to see what the Arcus units are capable of, I have serious doubts about whether we should carry on with these field studies, given the current political climate.
It would be difficult to do so, I admit. With the terrorists at large and the problems in Crossbell unresolved, these are uncertain times.
At the very least, I believe it may be in the class's best interest to cancel this month's field study. We could always resume them once the terrorists have been arrested and the situation in Crossbell calms down.
Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world.
I don't know, he's quoting. What's gonna happen now? I don't know how often it's a good thing when someone just starts pulling out quotes.
I'm sure you all recognize the words of Emperor Dreikels. They become something of a school motto here. It's my belief that Class 7's actions at Corellia Fortress perfectly embody the spirit of that directive. They stood together to stop a tragedy in the making and, in a sense, protected the foundation of our world. No one ordered them to do it. They took action of their own free will, because they knew in their hearts what was right.
And that they're protagonists.
Some might call it recklessness. Some may think it rash. Some may even venture to call it hubris. However, as chairman of this academy, I'm incredibly proud of what the brave young men and women of Class 7 achieved.
Your Highness.
Troubled times may lay in store for Erebonia, and for the entire continent in the months and years to come. But I believe that makes something like Class 7's field studies all the more significant. The experiences they're having now will help them find the strength and the means to press on through adversity. I can't be the only one who feels this way, can I?
They do seem to be showing remarkable growth. That much is true. Although I have no idea how much my daughter is really capable of, immature as she is.
I could say the same of my hothead of a son.
I do wonder about my brother sometimes. However, it does seem that enrolling at this academy has helped him start breaking out of his shell.
With the Academy Festival coming next month, we hadn't even planned a field study. So the issue at hand is just whether to hold a field study at the end of this month or not. I'd like to ask those in favor of going ahead with this month's field study to please raise their hands.
All right, I'd like to begin by taking everyone's ideas for our class's part in the school festival.
Guys. Checking something. I was just checking to be sure about how much we have left. And it looks like we have chapter 6 and then one more chapter after that. So, yeah, I am almost done. Yeah, different colored chalk, huh? 127th Military Academy Festival.
The festival will run for 2 days next month, the 23rd and the 24th. Equipment setup and the other preparatory work will begin in the afternoon 2 days before the start of the festival. But there's a lot of preparation needed before we get to that point, and the sooner we get that underway, the better.
That's all the more reason to figure out what exactly we want to do. Some of our options include displays, events, stage shows, and cafes. Does that sound right, Crow?
Yeah, though no class I know would settle for just some simple display. I mean, come on, no one ever said, boy, we better rush to get in the line for that display.
Well, either way, I'd like to start by soliciting some ideas from all of you. We're just brainstorming right now, so feel free to say whatever comes to mind.
Bye, Pit. Yeah, sounds like a class meeting to me.
Would it kill you all to give just a teensy bit of cooperation?
I know. It's just...
It's kind of hard to focus right now.
You're one to talk, standing up there with your nervous fidgeting.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised.
The board of directors is in session as we speak, deciding what'll happen to our class.
And those of us with family members who sit on that board probably have even more cause for concern.
You can say that again. We can't even be sure whether there'll be a field study this month.
That's about the long and short of it. With everything that happened during last month's field study, it honestly wouldn't surprise me if they just canceled it.
I can't say I have any particular feelings of attachment to our field studies, but I refuse to accept needless changes to our curriculum, especially with my brother involved in the decision-making process.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
Makes sense to me.
We also have to account for the fact that going on our field study means that much less time to prepare for the festival. So, as you can see, it presents a bit of a problem.
Man, look at you guys taking this all seriously.
I probably should have asked a little earlier, but... What's this festival you guys keep talking about?
Okay. I feel like that's something you should know. But, you know, it's Millium. So, I guess that makes sense.
Wait, seriously?
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have gone over that for your benefit.
Every year, the students here organize and put on a school-wide festival.
Reen, she didn't ask you to do it, but okay. You have to be the one to talk, I know.
There are stage events, food stalls, and all kinds of things to see and do. And it generally falls to each of the first-year classes to provide the main attractions.
Yeah, participating is optional for the second years, since by this point they're usually focusing on their future careers. Oh, and each of the clubs generally get involved too.
Huh, that sounds fun. In that case, we have to do something. We can't just let the other classes roll over us because we're small.
You say that, but I've already had one of the girls from Class 1 bluster up to me declaring that this time victory will be all ours.
Isn't that your friend, probably?
What?
It must have been Ferris. That sounds exactly like something she'd say.
Yeah, Ferris.
Well, Class 1 does seem to have had it in for us ever since the midterm results were announced.
If it's all the same, I'd rather not see the House of High Arms claim yet another nominal victory. But we need to account for the fact that our class is markedly smaller than theirs is.
That's certainly true.
It'd help if we at least knew what the other classes are doing.
It kind of seems like everyone's having trouble staying focused.
Come on, everyone, get it together.
Instructor Sarah?
Isn't this a self-study period?
Oh, it was. But I thought you all might like to know that the Board of Directors meeting just adjourned a few minutes ago. So I decided to skip along down here and be the first to break the news.
Then?
What about our next field study? Are we still on?
The Chancellor's not the only one with a little too much iron in his blood. Because the board voted unanimously to have you continue your field studies.
You mean it?
So that's how it is.
You know, even though they're always hard work, I actually feel a little relieved.
Considering all that happened last month, we'll need to be especially careful this time around.
Still, it feels like our field studies are a big part of who we are as a class.
Yeah.
They're kind of a pain, but oh well.
We should be grateful to His Highness and the directors.
That's good news.
Seeing the hard road and the easy road, then picking the hard one anyway. That's youth for you.
It also sounded like His Highness and the directors will be taking off in pretty short order. So I'll let you guys out of study hall early to go see them if you want.
Oh.
If you say so.
As he was already walking out the door. I didn't want to. I just have some... I gotta go bathroom.
I think I'll take you up on that.
And they're all frozen in front of their cars. Planning out ahead of time, like, okay, we gotta stand here, look like we're about to leave, and we pretend we're talking, so we wait for our children, family to show up. Mother, Dad, Daddy. Marcus, I haven't had the chance to talk with you since the summer festival. Sounds like you were quite the heroes at Guerrilla Fortress. Come on, don't tease us. I'll be the first to admit that we acted rashly, but in the end, I have no regrets. I'm glad to hear it. It's good to see you again. Likewise, May feels so far behind us now. You have questions, no? It's written all over your face. I do. You were in Legram, weren't you? To meet Duke Cayenne? Correct. I was hoping to have time to greet you and your classmates too. But I imagine you would rather he not take too close an interest in you. You imagine right. Still, I'm concerned. What is the House of Alberea playing at? And not just us. What are the four great houses and the rest of the noble faction trying to accomplish? You ask like there's a simple answer. The four great houses aren't as united in opinion as you might think. Even within individual families, there can be disagreements. You know that I differ with my father on several issues. But rather than worrying about others' positions, I'd suggest giving some thought to your own, as a member of the family. I'm surprised you actually managed to make it here. I was expecting a business negotiation to crop up just in the nick of time, like it always does. Time is something you make, not something you find. All the more so you're in a position, more so if you're in a position of responsibility. But Lady Elisa is quite a multitasker herself. You should see her. She has no trouble balancing her time between her studies, training, club activities, and hobbies. Of course she doesn't. I'd be disappointed if she wasn't able to manage at least that much. You need to start using your time more creatively, Elisa, instead of simply doing whatever's required of you. I saw the railway guns at Guerrilla, you know, and I saw what those Ashkins are capable of. And I can understand why grandfather regrets ever making them. Do you honestly feel like that was that are necessary? Feel things like that are necessary? Jeez. Are you really okay with that? I think the fact that you're seeing enough to ask me that now means that deep down you realized that they're both necessities of this era we live in. Well, the opinions of others are only that. Stop relying on them so much. Observe for yourself and draw your own conclusions. That's what someone who was truly independent would do, anyway.
Still, I wasn't expecting to find myself indebted to you again so soon. Without your intervention, the Chancellor and I would have met our maker in Crossbell.
Don't mention it.
We're just relieved you're all okay, Your Highness.
Indeed. I'm glad you were able to focus on making a positive contribution at the conference.
I wish I could tell you that's exactly what I did, but I could scarcely find a place to chime in once the Chancellor and the Republic's president got going. Though the mayor of Crossbell managed to dumbfound even them.
I presume you're referring to his proposal for Crossbell's independence?
Hard to believe it could actually happen.
Well, as long as both Erebonia and Calvard refuse to accept it, the likelihood of it actually happening is incredibly low. Still, they're planning to hold a referendum on the issue to see if the population is in favor of it. So there'll be plenty more chances for disputes to break out over the issue.
Well, neither of them want to lose all that sweet tax revenue from Crossbell.
Always about the money.
Half of it flows into the provinces too, so like, fat chance the noble faction's gonna take that line down.
Milliam.
I swear, this kid has all the delicacy of a rock to the face.
So you're Milliam, are you? Your name seems to have come up with increasing frequency lately. Well, I was hoping for a chance to see the famous Eric Getlem in action, though.
Oh no. Why'd you say that, Prince Oliver?
Oh, sure thing. Come on, Lamp!
Whoa there. Cool your jets.
I'm not sure this is the best place to call out Eric Getlem. Just a hunch.
Lame.
Objection overruled.
That could have gotten messy.
Honestly, It would save us all a lot of trouble if you could just refrain from saying whatever pops into your mind, too.
Lame.
Oh, who might you be?
Say, are you from the Vander family? The one who serves as the prince's bodyguard?
Oh, did Neidhart mention me?
Okay, so you're the person they were talking about, not the old dude. Xander? Vander? It's his, I guess maybe it's his father at Xander's Gate or something? And this is the Vander that they were talking about earlier. I remember something about that. Mueller Vander.
I'm Mueller Vander of the 7th Armored Division. I was with the Prince at the conference in Crossbell, so I'm in your debt as well. Glad to be able to thank you personally.
The honor is ours, sir.
It's an honor to meet a member of the esteemed Vander family.
Ah, so you're the Radiant Blade Master's daughter. And you must be a practitioner of the 8 Leaves 1 Blade style.
Because he can just see that.
I'm always happy to meet fellow students of the sword. Oh, and you must be the young man from Nord who my uncle wrote a reference for.
Okay, uncle. Alright. So I knew they were related. I guess it's his uncle.
Yes, that would be me. I owe a lot to Lieutenant General Vander.
It sounds like he's in your debt as well, with everything that happened in Nord a few months ago. Well, you all seem like dependable young men and women. Perhaps the prince's idea had some merit to it after all.
See? What did I tell you? And it's not just Class 7 either. The whole academy seems so full of life. Perhaps I should take this opportunity to break down social barriers by getting to know all of them in the academy's pool.
That is creepy on a few levels.
If you really want to work up a sweat, I'd be glad to let you run back to Heimdall. If you kept up a good sprint, I'll bet you could even make it in a couple hours.
You'd actually make me do it, too. Ah, cruelty. My name is Mueller.
It's like their hearts practically beat in sync.
That's certainly one way to look at it. I wonder how long they've known each other.
Hey guys, hope you liked that. If you did, please consider giving me a subscribe, a like, follow, all that stuff on all these places here. As you can see, I have a Twitch with Luminiferous Quack where I record these and play games, all that stuff. A lot of new stuff coming out. And of course, yeah, you can follow me on YouTube here, or subscribe, and Luminiferous Quack here. And then you have Twitter, where you can get notifications and all that good stuff. And new things going on where I send messages and all that stuff. So please consider all that stuff, and have a good one.